everyone, it's Sonia Patterson here again. My daughter and I, Majesty, we are just lying here in bed and talking about some of the things that are happening in the community. Not only our community, but in the whole world. In America, the USA, things are really getting crazy. Our first story is about a man that invites a lady out for dinner. He sees this lady and he likes this lady. So he decided that, okay, I'm gonna invite her for dinner. Which she came, but he was like, how long was he, Ned? Remember the lady said like he was an hour and a half late?
Yeah, he was an hour late.
Yeah, he was an hour late, but she waited, and then they went into the restaurant and they sit and eating. After they finish, the lady asked him if he could buy a meal for her kids because she left them at home and she didn't expect to stay this long. He said no. He decided that he would not buy her a meal. He said, this is not my kids. I don't responsible for them. And
he also said that because they were at a Red Lobster and she wanted to bring home steak for the kids, and he was like wondering like, why do the kids need steak? Like,
yeah, but even though steak, he deliberately says, I'm not buying it. They're not my kids. I don't even meet them yet. Now, I am looking at it a different way. Some of the things he says can be looked into, but again, these are children. You are trying to have them as your stepdaughters after a while, and how can you not want to send home something for them? If he said, okay, I'll buy chicken then instead of the steak, if that was the problem, then I could understand. But he says he's not buying anything for them. You know, the whole restaurant, you know, because the girl get loud and he get loud, and I think he told the waiter don't put it on his bill because she was still trying to order for the kids. I think that was very disgraceful, and if it was me, I would want to see that man again, because my children, if you don't like my children, then you cannot like me. What do you think, Ned?
And they were saying like on their way home, why couldn't they just stop at a McDonald's and pick up a Happy Meal then? Like, instead of doing, if maybe the reason would have been like, oh, maybe the steak was expensive, they could have stopped at a McDonald's and pick up something on the way home.
Exactly. But what I'm saying, viewers, please tell me in the comment section what you think about this. You just meet this man, he's taking you out for the first time, you have kids, he was an hour late, either hour and a half late already. So you spend more time than you had expected to spend. Maybe she was planning to go home to cook. Who knows? Would you have bought her the meal for the kids? Or wouldn't you just suggest something a little cheaper? But this man was loud in the restaurant and he was saying, I'm not buying, I don't know them. You don't introduce them to me yet. You know, they're not my kids. I just think it's wrong. And the whole restaurant think it was wrong. But you do have people who think, okay, she was just trying to take me for a ride, so I wouldn't buy it either. That's what some people is saying. So tell me in the comment section, guys, what you think. Would you have purchased this meal? Or would you have said, let's go to a McDonald's? Wouldn't you have angled it better than in such a disgraceful way? Anyway, let's move on. I was yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was watching the news and they were saying that in North Carolina or South Carolina, one of those places up there, someone is going around and putting razors in the gas pump. So when you pick up the gas pump to pump the gas, you would get caught because there's a razor installed in there. And it's not just one gas pump. It's a multiple of gas pump in that city. What the hell is going on? Who does that? You tell me, who does that? You know, like a razor. They install it in the gas pump. I'm just wondering because most gas stations have camera. So how can't they pick up who is doing this? This is really terrible. Tell me, guys, what do you think? Our next story is about a teenager, 17-year-old. I think he was 17, right? 17-year-old in California, Venice, California. He run over a mother and her baby. You'll see the video as I speak or afterwards. He run over the mother and her baby. She was pushing the baby in a pram. And he run over the baby. Can you believe that? Who does that? But only to find out that he was on drugs. So he wasn't driving properly. He just, whoo. When you see this video, you're going to hold your heart. You cannot believe that something like this happens. Did you see that video?
He didn't even stop to make sure they're okay.
Right.
He just drove off, never to be seen again.
Yeah, but hear this. When a person is on drugs, that's what happened. I doubt he even know what he does or even care. That's what drugs do to the mind. So basically what this is saying, guys, we got to stay away from drugs. We got to stay away from too much alcohol. I'm not saying that, you know, you go out socially, you can't have a drink. And if you have more than 1, 2, 3, I think you should call a cab or call Uber.
Or call your mom.
Or call someone to take you home. Because, you know, it's dangerous. I know a lot of people that die out there because of alcohol and drugs. In a matter of fact, I have a friend in New Jersey that she went to visit her daughter in some college up there in, I don't know if it's South Carolina or where, somewhere up there. And she was coming back that Sunday morning. Do you know that a drunk driver run into her car? And it seems like when he run into the car, because he was drunk, he speed off, he reverse and speed off without even looking. That lady burned to death in that car. She was my friend. No more. She was my friend. Kathy, rest in peace, baby. I know it's years ago, but I still remember this story. Slam into the lady car, reverse, and just drive off. Like nothing happened, going swagging down the road till police stop him. And the lady burned to death because she was trying to come out, but she couldn't. Because it seems like when he slammed the car, it looks like, I think maybe the door, you know, got the it. So she couldn't open it. The lady stayed there and burned to death. Can you believe this? She burned to death. So, you know, drugs, alcohol, all those things should be put aside. We should not. If we don't have to, don't do it. Don't do drugs. And drink less. You know, I was telling someone the other day that I don't drink. I'll have a little Baileys or a little wine with dinner, but that's about it. I don't drink. I've never liked going to a place just to drink.
Or encourage your kids to drink.
Exactly. And I don't smoke. I've never smoked a cigarette in all my life. You know, those things just don't entice me. You know, what a world. This world, I don't know what is happening. What about you, Nedge? What do you think about smoking and alcohol and all those things?
I don't think people should do alcohol or any kind of drugs because it's not healthy for you, because if you do smoke, you can end up with lung cancer, stuff like that.
And if you drink, number one, alcohol does trouble the kidney and the liver.
Mm-hmm.
When you do too much alcohol, it's mash up your inside.
And plus, a lot of people who drink alcohol, like, they're not in their right state of mind. You can get raped and wouldn't know it. You can walk off with a stranger, next thing you know, you're dead.
Yeah. Our last story is, I know you guys hear this because it's all over. 5 black police guys kill a black guy. And oh my God, I've not seen the video yet, but I hear it's terrible. I hear they stop him, he stopped, they pull him out of the car. I don't know the whole story, but just thinking about it, they beat that boy so bad. He was even calling for his mommy. That's how bad it is. And he died. And after the chief and the prosecutor look on the video, they fire them instantly. Instantly. That means the boy wasn't fighting back. Because if it was a matter of, but even it's one person and it's 5 of you with guns, how do you fight back?
That's what they were saying. Why do you need 4 officers to...
5
to
arrest one person?
Right, it wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary. You know, and it's not like the person have a weapon or have a gun or anything like that. It's just crazy how people do these things. You know, but the 5 of them were fired, and the 2 EMT that was there, they came, and instead of they try to help the guy right away, they were just standing there looking at first. So they fired them too, which I agree with that. You know, the first thing as an emergency personnel, and you come and you see that going on, even if they are police officers, you say, officers, let me take care of him, and then you can arrest him. That's your job, to say something, you know. Maybe they were scared too. Who to tell? Guys, that's a few stories that we wanted to do. Please comment down below. And remember, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Press the notification button, and each time I put up a video, you will get notified. Thank you for listening, guys. You know already. I love you all. Bye.